let's chat about AI and book covers and whether or not you can copyright protect them here on the channel. We have full videos on this with everybody's favorite IP and entertainment lawyer, Tony. I will link those in the playlist down below. There's a bunch of them, and there's a bunch of court cases that are continuing to happen. So as these new court cases roll out, we are coming back to have those discussions with you on what these things mean. As of right now, you cannot copyright protect anything that is using artificially intelligent generated pieces of content, meaning if you are using an AI piece inside of your book cover, that takes away your copyright protection of that book cover as the court cases stand right now. Now, before you get into my comments, check the comments, check the caption. We will have updated videos. We'll pin things. I've got you covered when this changes, but as of right now, check the date of this video. You cannot be using these inside of your book cover and have copyright protection over those book covers, meaning anybody can take them and use them however they please, including for their own books, and there's nothing you can do about it. But when it comes to deciding what you're going to do about your book cover, let's say that you have used AI generated pieces of content in your book cover. With the new rules and regulations from Kindle, what do we then have to click? Is that generative AI or assistive AI? This is a really good, valuable question. If you are using AI pieces inside of your cover, that is still generative AI, even if you bought them from Etsy, even if you bought them from another designer or another author, someone who did all the fun, fancy AI things and then sold them to you. That is not assistive AI. That is generative AI. It was created by artificial intelligence and then you used it. Now, as of right now, and again, we've had these discussions with the lawyer. They're in the playlist. Watch the video. We know that when it comes to this, even a substantial amount of human involvement does not qualify us for copyright protection as of right now. So if you had something that was AI created and then you did a bunch of other things to it and you changed a bunch of things and it's just a small element, for right now, it doesn't count. Now, some of the things that they have said in some of these court case rulings leads us to believe that this could potentially be changing in the not too distant future, and they will define what a substantial human input is. As of right now, they have not, and therefore anything with AI doesn't count for copyright protection. But in the future, it very well might, but we have to understand what those percentages are going to be. So they will have to have a court case with a ruling where they have specifically spelled out what is substantial human involvement and what actually counts. And then it becomes a question not of, can I get copyright protection, but can I get copyright protection and what parts of my book cover are copyright protected? So in the future, we may see, and again, this is not the rulings yet, we may see them say, okay, if it has this percentage of human involvement, it counts for copyright. They may say you can copyright protect everything but the AI elements. We don't know what they're going to do in the future, but as of right now, anything that is generative AI, created by AI, does not count for you. Now, in the future, we might be able to do things with assistive AI. Now, I have a really good video over on the main channel. You're going to want to check it out. It is breaking down what generative versus assistive AI is. And so in terms of the different programs we're using and things like that, but we may be able to see if you are inputting like the cover that you've created and you are just changing where the shadows fall on somebody's face, because we know that's a huge issue with book covers and designers not doing lighting properly. If you're putting something that's already been created into AI and you're just saying, okay, we've got two characters, one has shadows on this side of the face and one has shadows like down on this side of the face. We need those to be the same. And you just change the shadow on one of the characters. That's assistive AI. That's not going to be generative AI. They're not creating these things. And so as of right now, generative AI is anything created by artificial intelligence. And if you use that, you can't have the copyright protection and all of those things. Now, we are going to have the lawyer back. The lawyer comes every single week to have a conversation with us to break down the legal side of AI and the legal side of publishing. So drop your questions for him down below and drop your questions for me down below. I'm a leading expert in technology and in things like artificial intelligence over on my main channel, which if you haven't checked it out, youtube.com/KMRobinson. There's tons of fun over there every single day to help you navigate the world of entrepreneurship, which your author business is. And we want to make sure we're keeping you safe and protected, so drop those down below. Now, I know you're probably saying, but Cam, AI makes my life easier. I want to use AI, but you can. You absolutely can use AI. There are ways to legally, ethically, and creatively be using AI inside of your business. I will link a playlist down below where I am continually giving you ideas and suggestions and examples of ways you can use AI to save time and effort creating your content to help you build stronger books. We talk about how you can use them to develop your characters and to figure out a bunch of like backstory things that never make it into your story to save you time and effort, but make your writing so much stronger. We've got a full list of those down below, and I'm constantly adding new things to you. We go into different programs like ChatGPT, like Descript, like a whole bunch of different things to make sure that you are making the most out of your time and using AI in a legal and ethical way while being very creative about it, because of course we want to be creative about it. We're authors. So now is the time to follow along with those. Now, if you have a hang up, if you have an issue, if you have something you would like to be solved or are hoping that there are AI tools to help you do things better or easier inside of your author life, now's the time to ask the questions. I am always investigating new AI platforms. I work directly with a lot of these companies to bring you behind the scenes or breaking news on their new tools and resources and things that you can be doing. So now is definitely the time to let me know what you hope AI can help you with so that I can bring you suggestions, so that I can show you new programs, so that I can partner with these companies to bring you discounts and coupons and trials and all these things to see if they work to your benefit on the legal and ethical side of things, so that you don't have to feel icky or be icky in the way that you are using AI inside of your business. Generative AI is going to create things for you, and then you might tweak them later or might not. Generative AI doesn't count for copyright. Assistive AI is something that is going to be helpful and can range anything from helping you figure out backstories in your books to coming up with the hero story in your novels, to spell checking, to making sure your sentence structure is strong, to tweaking some of your marketing, or to come up with the sales ads for your books. All of those things, AI in the assistive way is going to be incredibly helpful to you. And when it comes to KDP, if you have to mark things, keep in mind anything created by AI, even if it was an asset that you purchased from somebody else, gets marked as generative. Anything that is along the lines of like spell checking your novel, changing one or two words throughout the entire novel, that's going to be assistive, and you do not have to disclose that inside of KDP. You can simply move forward with that. So generative, anything that was not created by you by hand, must be marked inside of KDP. And anything that just tweaks something that you already created is going to allow you to not designate that as AI content inside of KDP. Now, as things roll out with KDP and the other book distributors, we will be keeping you updated here. We already have many videos on KDP's disclosure, both with me and with a lawyer here in the channel. Those are down there for you, linked in the caption, and we'll continue to do this, so follow along. We will break the news to you as it happens. We are not making you wait around for this. We were the ones who broke the news on KDP and their disclosures, and then all the other people jumped in. We've got the timestamps on that to show that we were the first, and we want to make sure that we're getting you this advanced knowledge so that you can thrive in the publishing space. We also have videos every single day to help you from your writing to your publishing to your marketing to save time and effort so you can create luxury time inside of your author business to do the things you love and be with the people that you want to be with while your business is working for you and making you money without you being hands-on every single day. We'll see you in the upcoming episodes.